Today we are going to look at a new module. The module is called Color Balance RGB. I already opened up the module here, and as you may find, you will see a lot of different elements to adjust on this Color Balance RGB. So honestly, the first time I looked at it, I was a little bit overwhelmed by all the different options. And I think, again, as a lot of time in Darktable, you have a lot of different options, but you can also do things quite quickly as soon as you understand what it will affect. So today, as you've seen in the introduction, we'll try to see how we can get this cinematic look that a lot of people, if I believe the forums, are looking after. So I thought it would be interesting for someone that will jump into Darktable to see how we can get quickly this type of look. So first of all, and as usual, you need to adjust in your pipeline of work the different parts, including the exposure, including the color balance, to have a kind of a neutral image. And as you see here, I adjusted it a little bit. I tried to tweak a little bit the exposure, and I try to have an as neutral as possible image. Then when it comes to Color Balance RGB, it's more kind of a color grading that we will do. So usually, and again, there is a lot of different ways to work with this module, but I will just show you my way to get this cinematic look that we were speaking about. So usually when I work with this module, I will first just adjust a little bit the global chroma. So here, linear chroma grading, I will adjust a little bit. And again, just for the purpose of this video, I may overdo a little bit the thing so you see the effect, but it will bring up a little bit more vivid color, but it's still very, very subtle here. Then I will jump into the 4 ways tab here, where we will adjust the different part of the image. So looking especially at shadows and highlights. So again, here we are looking at this cinematic look where we will have a cool shadow and warmer highlight. So here what I will do is, first of all, on the shadow, so I will try to have a hue that is on the, I would say, cooler side, so on this bluish cyan thing. So I will just put up my hue here for the shadow in the bluish cyan things, and you see that the chroma here selection will turn in different colors depending on where you put your hue. So if I put it here, for example, my chroma will turn orange. If I put it here, I will say, okay, I will adjust in this type of hue my shadows, and then I will increase a little bit, so I would see a little bit cooler shadow. So you can see the shadows are starting to change, whereas the highlight, if you look at this t-shirt, for example, is not changing so much. So here you see when I click it in and out, it's only affecting the shadow. Then we will see a little bit later how we can define what is a shadow and what is a highlight later on with the mask. But first of all, let's look at that. And then if I look at the highlight, then here the same, I will push my highlight on more on the warm side here. So remember, we look at this, cinematic look with the cool shadow and the warm highlight. So I will warm it up a little bit, and I will warm it up more with the chroma part. So here you can focus on the white t-shirt again on the right part on the player here. So you see here I'm affecting the shadow, the highlight, and the t-shirt is changing a little bit, the tint going more on the warm side of the white. So here again, this is the first correction on the image. If I take it out, you see the change. Here we are already bringing some more cinematic split toning that we look at in some pictures. Then again, I'm pushing it a little bit more just for the sake of the demonstration. Bear with me, Color Balance RGB, you need to really subtle if you want to have a still an image that is not looking over processed. But here, for the sake of this demonstration, I may over process it just so you see what that means. So here we modify the highlight and the shadows, and then I was speaking previously about how we can define what is a highlight, what is a shadow. So here it's really fine-tuning basically where do we define the shadow and where do we stop to consider it as shadow, where we protect the middle gray so it's not so affected by the warming up or the cool down of the shadows. And then we modify also the fall off for the highlight, and it's the same exact principle, saying okay, what is really a highlight and where do I go here. So usually what I do first is I just tweak a little bit the middle gray. So the middle gray will really define what is by definition in the middle of the image, the middle of when I speak middle of the image, I speak middle of the light of the image, and then not affecting it so much. So the more I go on the right, you will see the less I will affect my image with the modification, because the more it will protect this middle light. So usually I push it a little bit here, you see, so that if I do not protect it at all, everything is affected, either very, very cool or very, very warm. Here I'm basically defining a middle ground for this image. And then I can modify a little bit my shadows also. So here it's more subtle in terms of application, I would say. Usually I leave it here, honestly, and I would just, and you can double click to reset it, I would just modify the middle gray to protect some of my middle gray. So you see here, we are still affecting a lot the image, but we are affecting it less than if I have no protection of my shadows, of my middle gray, sorry. So here you see it's really a protection not to be over dramatic in that. Then I have a final image here with really this cool and warm cinematic style that I know a lot of you are appreciating. I think for me it's working really on some images. For some other I really don't like it, but for example on this one I think it brings this kind of different vibe. But again, it's up to each and every one to fine-tune it, and again, pay attention, do not overdo it neither, because a lot of the time we see over-processed image. Again, I prefer when it's a little bit subtle than when it's too over-processed.